I am your host, Carrie Braggs, and welcome to the fourth and last video in this installment on indoctrination versus education. So today we will be discussing what do you do when you see that there is indoctrinating disguising itself as educating. What can you do within those situations? One of the biggest things that you can do within those situations is just start make sure you do your homework. Number one, make sure you do your homework on what's what and why you're telling someone it's indoctrination instead of education. You know, have your ducks in a row to be able to say, okay, this is what's being said over here. You know, you have your facts, you have people just saying different things or whatever, but you want to be able to say, hey, based off of these things, the facts, the truth, the definitions of the word, the reality of what you see going on in the world and things like that. And so you have to make sure that you have the proper information to dispute what is going on and tell people why this is trying to brainwash you and guide you into a certain direction and get you to co-sign on a certain agenda and different things like that. You have to be able to have a conversation with them and get them to critically think about the situation. That's one of the biggest things. We have to have people doing critical thought. No one is doing critical thinking anymore. It's kind of like they let the media and other things and other people think for them, and they don't question anything. They don't sit down and think about it and say, if that's true, then that wouldn't have happened. Or, you know, with all of these different things, is like with all of the things we have been seeing going on for the past 2 or 3 years with racism, and racism in particular with the police department, with the death of George Floyd and things like that. There are so many people who try to make it seem like that was going a certain way and he didn't comply and all of these other things when the world watched a man be murdered. And so there's no excuse. There's no coming back from that. There's no pushing that in a certain direction. The reality of it is we all saw that, and we need to get to the point to where we are speaking up about these things. We are educating others about it. Share what you know. Break down both sides of it. Don't just sit up and say, well, I don't agree with this because of this and it's my opinion and it's us against them. No, that's what they want you to do because no one's going to listen to you. But when you say, hey, they are saying this and this is what's going on based off of the facts, and we have facts here, they don't have facts there. You saw this on the news, you didn't see that. Why is it that when someone asked about that, they got upset? To paint the picture to where people can say, okay, you know what? I see exactly what you're talking about. So you have to make sure you share the information. Well, first you gather the information so you know what's what. Then you share the information with others. Make sure you are willing to speak up, and if you can, start group discussions. Join up with organizations that are actually out in the field doing things about it. Learn what it is you may be able to do on a bigger stage, whether you can get before churches or whether you can get before youth groups or school groups or whatever. Make sure you just be able to spread your reach to where you can spread the truth. And by you sharing it with others, others can take that and spread it. And the more who are educated and given that knowledge and wisdom, then they also can go and spread the truth as well. So I hope you enjoyed this series on indoctrination versus education. I hope you learned some things from it, and I hope you learn from it and are able to take things to the next level for yourself and help others see the truth as well. So that's all I have for this video here. I will be starting a new series in the next coming weeks, so please stay tuned for those. So that's all I have today on Let's Talk, Let's Think. I'm your host, Carrie Braggs, and you have yourself a blessed day. I'm out.